You're my public defender?
No. I'm your lawyer, Aaron Wallace. Your Honor, I'm going to ask you...
Mr. Wallace, I understand you've gotten used to gaming the system. I'm not impressed.
I saw my mother for the first time in 9 years. She hugged me. I didn't feel anything. Living in that house with the ghost of my best friend, I thought I could get over it.
I never stopped caring about you.
You thought I was guilty. You wrote me off.
For Life, all new next Wednesday on ABC.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, it's your homie, Futuristic Mike, and I'm back with another For Life video if you're new. Now, this is going to be the review and recap for For Life Season 2, Episode 4. If you're a fan of For Life, if you love For Life, hit the like on this video. If you're new to my channel and this is the first time you're finding me, subscribe and turn on those post notifications so when I post videos on For Life, you get them. Now, the title to this episode is Time to Move Forward, and the description for this episode reads, as a favor to Jamal, Aaron defends a man in a witness tampering case. Tensions rise at home in the run-up to the Wallace family Thanksgiving. Now, watching this, soon after you start watching it, you realize why the episode is called Time to Move Forward. And this episode was so sad. Honestly, this is probably one of the saddest episodes of this show that I've seen. You know, there was some pretty sad episodes in the first season when we seen Aaron get locked up and we seen how bad he was fighting for his life to get out of there. But this episode definitely is number one in the most sad episodes. I mean, Aaron hadn't seen his mom for 10 years, about 10 years. He was locked up all that time and his mom never went to go see him, not once. His dad did, but not his mom. And his parents came to visit in this episode, and it was just so sad. And then Aaron could not get past the fact that his best friend was sleeping with his wife. He could not get past that fact. And I don't blame him at all. If I was him, if I was in his shoes, I don't think I'd be able to get past that either. That's just so crazy that his best friend would do that to him. He hurt him so bad, and we seen just how bad Aaron was hurting over this situation in this episode. But let's get right into it. Let's cut the chit chat and get right into the recap. Now, when it starts, Aaron is jogging and he's thinking about his brother, or should I say his so-called brother. Now, Marie is home and Jasmine asks if she can go to Ronnie's house. Marie says no, that her grandparents are coming in and she needs to stay home. The phone rings, Marie answers it, and it's Jamal on the phone. He was trying to get in touch with Aaron, and then Aaron ends up walking in the door. So Marie hands him the phone. Jamal has a case for him. This guy named David in prison, it's his cousin Benjamin. And Aaron says, okay, he'll handle the case. Now Aaron says he needs to go. Marie asks where and finds out it's 2 hours out of state. And he says he will get permission from his parole officer, but she is worried that he'll be late coming back home with his mom and dad coming in town. And he hasn't seen his mother, like I said before, in 10 years. That's a long time. Aaron says that that was her choice, and if she has to wait another couple of hours to see him, so be it. You know, it's not gonna hurt her any. Aaron calls his parole officer and he says that he has to go out of state for a case. And his parole officer said that he needs some type of document to prove that he was in court. Now in court, Aaron goes to find this Benjamin guy and he speaks to him about what happened. Benjamin doesn't want anything to do with the lawyer that David sent, because apparently that side of his family is crooked and they're into things that he doesn't want to be involved with, and he doesn't want to have to pay anybody back. Aaron tells him that he has no choice right now if he wants to get off from this charge. Benjamin tells him that, you know, there was a fight between a friend of his, Giovanni, and this other guy. They were brawling over like a parking spot. Now, Giovanni is a good guy. He has helped a lot of people in the neighborhood. He got in trouble for asking someone to be a witness to help Giovanni. Aaron says to let him see what he can do, and we know what that means. Anytime Aaron tells somebody, let me see what I can do, we know he's gonna try his hardest to do whatever he can to get somebody off. Now in court, Aaron tells the judge that his client has no criminal record at all and he's not pleading out. He is a single father with 2 children, and he's gainfully employed. The judge sets the bail for $2,500. You know, they were trying to get it for like $1,000, but the judge says that he is tired of Aaron trying to work the system, and he says he knows how Aaron works, which was kind of messed up for him to say. Benjamin tells Aaron to speak to his mother, and she can take the children, and don't ask David for no favors at all. He doesn't want to owe them anything. Now Aaron goes to see Benjamin's mother. He tells her that she needs to find the money to get him out. She says that he's never been in trouble. He's a good guy. She said he has a good head on his shoulders. She said that he's never ever been in trouble, and he's different from his brother and his sister, and he's the different one in the family. Now this dude Gio walks in, and he tells Aaron to tell Ben that he is sorry. He didn't know that Ben was locked up, and this dude just seems like a dude that's up to no good, and Ben definitely should not be hanging around this dude. It kind of reminds me of Aaron when he was hanging around that dude Mikey that got him locked up. You know, Mikey lied on him and stuff. It kind of reminds me of that same situation. That just proves that you just can't trust anybody, man. This dude walked in, and you could just tell by his vibe that he was not a good person. Now Henry is working on Jamal's case. He gets a call from Aaron, who says no bondsman will take the bail money. He thinks the judge lowballed them so they couldn't get bail. Henry says taking $250 is not worth it. With all the paperwork they have to do, you know, they're not going to do anything under $500. Then he says they're making progress on Jamal's case, and they talk about that. So Aaron's mother arrives, and she asks Marie how Darius is doing. She said he did live here for over a year. Marie says they should both keep their reasons and personal lives in a box and not discuss it for Aaron's sake, because she was really trying to get on Marie about being with Darius, but really she has no room to talk because she never came to visit her own son, not even once. So she just needs to be quiet. Now Aaron gets home, and his parole officer is outside waiting, of course. He's asking for the documents to prove he was at court. Aaron gave him a folder with some documents in it, and he said that it wasn't enough because it only said that he was supposed to appear in court, but it doesn't say that he was actually there. He was kind of acting like a dick, but then his father came outside and interrupted the little meeting. So Scotty then walked away. Aaron went in the house, and his mother walks up to him and touches his face. She tells him that he looks good. She hugs him and calls him her baby and her boy and stuff, but Aaron is not really hugging her back. You can tell he did not feel comfortable. They sit down, and she tells him it is remarkable what he did to become a lawyer like that in prison, and says not many people could have done that. Now later, Marie catches Aaron putting utensils in his pocket, like forks and spoons and stuff, and he says it's an old prison habit. Marie says that it was nice seeing everyone together again, and she asked him if his mother apologized, and he says, for what? There's nothing to apologize for. We just gotta move forward. But you can tell he's really hurt about the situation, and he would love an apology, like she really did do him dirty. Now Aaron is heading into court, and Jamal tells Aaron that if anything smells bad or doesn't seem right, then not to do it, because Aaron has a family and he should just walk away. Like he has a family to think about and take care of. Now Aaron sits with Ben. He tells him that his mother couldn't come up with the money, but she wanted to ask her sister. Ben said no, definitely not. You know, he doesn't want to owe David, and he doesn't want his kids to owe anybody either. We see Aaron with Henry. He tells him that Ben told the neighbor straight up not to say what she's seen. He's gonna do whatever he can to win this case because he promised that he would do it for Jamal. So he's trying to think of what to do. Aaron tells Henry that his mom hugged him and he didn't feel a thing. Henry tells him that he is taking on a lot and real fast, and he needs to take a breath and breathe. Aaron says he should be speaking to his wife, but he doesn't trust her at all. Henry says trust can be lost, but it can also be earned back if there really is love. And that right there is the truth. You know, I lost trust in a lot of people before, and it has been gained back before, but that hasn't happened with a lot of people, just a few, but trust definitely can be earned back. Now Marie goes downstairs to make some tea and Aaron looks at her phone. He reads messages from Darius between Darius and Marie. And I kept trying to pause the episode to read the stuff, read the text and stuff. When Aaron was reading the messages, you could like hear Marie and Darius's voices like they were really saying it. But still, I had to pause it and try to read it for myself. And, it was kind of messed up, man, because Darius was saying, I love you, you're the most beautiful woman and all this stuff to Marie. And that's Aaron's wife. This is so messed up. And I don't blame him. I would have went through her phone too. I really would have. Now, it's Thanksgiving and Aaron's father serves the turkey and his mother reminds him that they need to give thanks. Marie says she's thankful to have her husband home and her baby. She said she never thought this day would come. Aaron's mom says she prayed for the day that her baby would be home again with his family and thanks the Lord for his blessing. And she asked for healing and that the whole family can heal one day at a time. Now she apologizes to Aaron. She was sitting across the table, but then she moved closer to him. She hasn't been there for him at all throughout the years, and she says she couldn't see her baby in shackles. There was no way she could go up there to visit him, and she knew how much she hurt him in hopes that he could forgive her because they have a new start now, and they all have a brand new start to make things better. Now, Aaron works with the opposing attorney to come up with a plan to get Benjamin off. Aaron texts Jamal and lets him know about Ben. Now, Aaron meets with Darius, and this is the part right here that really had me crying for real. Like, I was really tearing up. He tells him that he thought they were best friends and that they had each other's back. He said that he has a friend inside of prison that he's known for 9 years that would kill for him, that would die for him. He said, I thought that's what we had. He said if the roles were reversed and Darius was in his shoes, he would have never looked twice at his woman. Aaron asked him, how is he supposed to move forward when he has his stench in his bed? Now, I felt Aaron in this scene. I felt every word that he was saying. I felt his pain because that's just so messed up, man. Like, your best friend, that's supposed to be your best friend. And you're in prison. You think your friend has your back. He's coming to see you and everything. And then like one day he comes to see you and he says, everybody has to move forward. It doesn't matter if your friend doesn't think you're ever coming home or not. If he's really your friend, he's never gonna look at your woman. He would never ever do that. And that's why the situation is so messed up. So I don't blame Aaron at all for talking how he was. I don't blame him for crying and kicking Darius out the car. I really don't blame him. But before Darius leaves, Aaron wants to know who made the first move. He says, was it you or Marie? And Darius says that it was him. It was all him. Aaron says, we've known each other for 40 years and you still can't lie. Darius tells him that he hopes he can forgive Marie at least. Now Darius leaves because Aaron told him to get out of the car. Now this part right here too is also very sad. Aaron goes home and tells Marie that he saw Darius and that he went through her text messages. And he was very surprised that she didn't delete them. Like, what was she holding on to these messages for? She said, okay, there's no secrets in my phone. You already knew all this. He tells her that she wrote him off. She could have had any man that she wanted, but she went for his best friend. She took him away from him. She asked Aaron if he's moving out. He says that he loves her, but if he stays, that this will finish them. What really pisses me off about this situation is when they were arguing about this, Marie was acting like she didn't do anything wrong. She was kind of acting like she didn't do shit, when really, she's the one that started the romantic relationship. I remember the flashback episode when it was showing, Marie and Darius, how they got started. And Marie started everything. So for her to sit there and act like that to Aaron, that she didn't do anything basically, that's the vibe that I was getting from her. She thought she wasn't in the wrong, but she really was, man. She really was. Aaron was so upset in this episode, and I just felt all of his pain. Marie is just like, what did you expect me to do? I didn't think he was coming home, and I was lonely and everything. Like, you could have had anybody. You could have had any man you wanted. Why would you go for your husband's best friend? That's so messed up. I don't care if he was the only dude there for you at the time. I don't care if he was making you feel better or not. I don't care if he was making you laugh and putting a smile on your face. You do not go for your husband's best friend. That's just so messed up, in my opinion. You know, in the first season, when that first happened, I said in my video, I said how messed up that was and how much I did not agree with it. And I'm letting you guys know right now, that is so freaking messed up. So I'm on Aaron's side 100%, and I don't blame him for what he did next. Aaron packs up his things and he says goodbye to Jasmine and he leaves with Henry. So Henry takes him to his office, and that's where he's gonna be staying at. He texts his parole officer and says that he moved out of Marie's and he's gonna be staying at his office. And then he hangs up some pictures on the wall of Jamal, Georgia, you know, about Jamal's case and stuff. And that's what he's gonna be working on. That's what he's gonna be focusing on. He has to focus on him and his life and him getting himself back together before he can worry about repatching things with Marie and building a life with her. He has to get himself right first, and he has to take some time away from Marie while he's out of prison to get his mind right. You know what I mean? So he can eventually rebuild with Marie, because what she did was so wrong, and I don't blame him for what he did. He made the right move by moving out, because if he stayed in that house, he would be arguing with her all the time about her and Darius. It would eat him alive. But yeah, I just had to go in about that real quick. I just had to tell y'all how I feel about this situation. How do you guys feel about it? Comment down below in the comment section and let me know how you feel about the situation with Marie and Darius. Is it wrong? Definitely. Like, if you guys say it's not wrong, then something's wrong with you, because that is so wrong. But comment down below and let me know what you think about it. This was a solid episode. I can't wait for the next one. I think the next one is the mid-season finale, and then we have a break until like January 21st. So I don't know how many episodes are gonna be in this season. If the next one is the mid-season finale, that's episode 5. So there's probably gonna be about 10 episodes. There might be more, I don't know. The first season has 13, so we'll see how many are in this season. Keep supporting your boy, and I'll be continuing to bring y'all for life content in the future. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and smash that notification bell so you can never miss a video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me get out of here, y'all. It's your boy, Futuristic Mike, and I'll talk to you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.